The first thing I saw when I opened my eyes was the ceiling of a dark, gloomy room with flickering, uncovered light bulbs. The random bursts of light they shone were so dim that they were only just barely lit up the wood grain on the ceiling enough to see patterns in it. Ow. The back of my head hurt in the same way it would if someone had just pulled my hair really hard. I couldn't do anything about it though, so I just frowned and waited for it to subside. I wondered if I'd hit my head somewhere. I can't remember a thing. I suddenly realized that my feet weren't touching the ground. And there was a cold sensation all along my back. I must have been lying down on a hard surface. I tried to move, but both my arms and my legs had gone to sleep, and they wouldn't budge. I'd just have to keep lying there until they woke up. I gave up on moving and instead just stared up at the gloomy ceiling again. I don't like it. The wood grain looks like a person's face. I knew it wasn't actually a person, but it really did look like one, and it was glaring down at me with a hateful expression. It was creepy. Why does it look familiar? Where have I seen that face before? Oh, that was it. It looked like the Scream, that Munch painting we've studied in class, except this face was screaming in anger. He hated me. I'm really starting to get scared now. If only Big Brother were here with me. He'd just pat my head and laugh and tell me how silly I was being. Oh yeah, there is Big Brother. I was still a little disoriented, but I turned and twisted my head as best as I could manage to see if I could find him anywhere nearby. Why was I sleeping in a place like this anyway? And why wasn't Big Brother at my side like he always was? I remember bringing Big Brother's umbrella and doing some kind of charm with his friends. And then I was in an old school building. And then Big Brother and I were looking all over the place so I could go pee. For a bathroom so I could go pee. And we got separated. Big Brother. Why were we in this school to begin with? Maybe the charm failed and this was our punishment? Maybe I was the one who messed it up. I probably shouldn't have even been there. And if I hadn't asked him to help me try to find the bathroom, we wouldn't be separated right now. I should have just held his hand and not let go. I could have lasted a little longer without peeing. Then we'd still be together. What happened to me after that? That's right. I finally found a bathroom, but when I went inside... There were people in there. Lots of them. I was so freaked out I went back into the hall and collapsed onto the floor, and then... And then... I was talking with someone. It was a boy who'd gotten separated from his little sister, I think. He said he'd help me find Big Brother. His name...
そう。Kisami Yuya さん。
That's right. His name is Yuya Kisami.
痛いよ。なんで体が動かないの？なんで？
It hurts. It really hurts. Why can't I move? Why? I then realized that I couldn't see my arms. Where were they? Why weren't they at my sides? They were still numb too, so I couldn't feel where they were either, but I tried my best to move them anyway.
この音、縄だよね。
That sounded like rope.
私、縛られてるの？
Am I tied up? I thought maybe the reason I couldn't feel my arms or legs and couldn't move was because I was tied up really tight and it was cutting off my circulation.
お願い、動いて。
Come on, move! With some effort, I was finally able to move my fingertips. I started feeling everything I could, grateful for this little bit of reassurance.
なんか触った。
I feel something. The rope around my wrist had been tied up tight and looped many times over, and with the circulation trickling back into my hands, it was really painful. 痛いよ。 It hurts. It hurts. I was so scared. It felt like I'd forgotten how to breathe.
誰か来る。
Somebody's coming. The footsteps were echoing out from in the hallway. They stopped right in front of this room.
お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。
Big brother! Big brother! I wriggled in place and screamed as loud as I could. I didn't even care about the old splintery rope cutting into my wrists and ankles anymore.
お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん、助けて。ユカはここだよ。助けて。
Big brother, save me! It's Yuka, I'm right here, save me, please!
暴れない方がいい。余計きつくなってしまうよ。
You shouldn't ride around like that. Ropes will just hurt that much more.
待たせてしまったようだね。暗くて怖かっただろう。
My apologies for the long wait. It's so dark in here, you must have been terrified. Book of Shadows, Episode 6, Mire.
キザミさん。
Kisami.
大丈夫かいゆかちゃん。
Are you alright, Yuka? He was looking at me with a caring, sympathetic smile on his face. He seemed really concerned about me.
助けてください。気がついたら縛られてて。
Please save me. When I came to, I was all tied up.
ああ、それは僕が縛ったんだよ。
You were indeed. And I'm the one responsible for that.
大事な妹ともう二度とはぐれないようにね。
I wanted to make sure I never got separated from my dear little sister ever again.
妹って、
Little sister?
君は僕の大事な妹だ。
You, of course.
だから僕と離れないようにしっかり縛っておかないと。
That's why I had to tie you down, so you wouldn't ever leave me.
どうして？キザミさん、嘘でしょ。
Why? Kisami, are you joking with me?
どうして？君こそ僕の妹なのになぜわからないんだい？
Why, you ask? What a silly question. I already told you. Because you're my little sister. What part of that don't you understand?
わかりません。だって私は
I don't understand it at all. I'm not.
ユカはまだ小さいからわからないのかもしれないね。
Well, you are still just a child, so maybe you're simply too young to comprehend.
大丈夫。これからお兄ちゃんが教えてあげるよ。
But worry not, your big brother will tell you all about it.
刻みさん。
Kizami!
僕たち兄弟はこれから分かり合うんだ。
We're siblings after all. We simply have to reach an understanding. His eyes looked like they were staring far off into the distance. He looked like he was in a trance.
怖いよお兄ちゃん。
I'm scared. Big brother, I'm scared. Why was he doing this? Why did he tie me up? And why did he look so happy about it? I didn't get any of it. Every hair on my body was standing on end. I was terrified.
もう逃げられないの。
Isn't there any way I can escape? The corners of my eyes were on fire. I couldn't stop myself from crying. Tears were flowing down my face like a waterfall. Kizami smiled, then reached out and touched my cheek. His hand was ice cold, flowing through. It was like there was no blood flowing through it at all, like the hand of a dead person.
君が目覚めてくれるのをずっと待っていたんだ。
I've been waiting so long for you to wake up.
さあ、僕に魂の輝きを見せてくれ。
君のすべてをかけて、いい声で泣いてくれるよね。
Now, show me that spark of life. Put everything you've got into it. And cry for me, Yuka. Cry as loud as you can. He slowly and hesitantly took his hand off my cheek and then began walking around me towards my feet. Then he gently grabbed my skirt with one hand and drew a knife from his breast pocket with the other.
It's show time! そう、それだよ。僕が求めていたのはその声、その顔だ。
There, just like that. That's the voice I've been longing to hear and the face I've been longing to see.
恐怖と絶望が頂点に達したとき、魂は最高の輝きを放つ。
It's only when one's terror and hopelessness reach their peak that the soul truly shines.
それをもっと見たい。それを僕に向けてくれ。
I want to see more. Direct more of that at me.
ゆかちゃんならもっと輝けるはずなんだ。
Yuka? Yuka, I know you're capable of shining even brighter.
大丈夫。お兄ちゃんが手伝ってあげるよ。
Don't you worry. Your big brother will help reveal that light.
鮮血にまみれ、痛みにもがき、苦しむ姿は今よりもっと綺麗に違いない。
Covered in blood and writhing in pain. Oh, true suffering is a far, far prettier sight than this.
どうしたんだい、ゆか。休んじゃダメだよ。まだまだこれからなんだからね。
What's wrong, Yuka? This is no time to rest. The fun is only just beginning.
さあ、お兄ちゃんって呼んでごらん。
Oh, so Why don't you try calling me Big Brother?
お兄ちゃん、
Big Brother, save me.
お兄ちゃん、助けに来て。
Big Brother, please, come save me.
何を言っているんだユカ。
What are you saying, Yuka?
お兄ちゃんはほら君の目の前にいるじゃないか。
Your big brother's right here. Look, right in front of your eyes.
違う。ゆかのお兄ちゃんは。
No, my big brother is... Panic and fear just kept getting more overpowering. I think I was hyperventilating. The Kazami showed no mercy. Instead, he reached out and grabbed my neck.
本当に生きているウサギはうるさいな。
Living rabbits really do make far too much noise.
息ができない。
Can't breathe.
なんて細い首なんだ。しなやかで柔らかい。
What a thin neck you have. So soft and supple.
君の頸動脈の太さと頸椎の形がよくわかるよ。なんて戦場的な作りをしているんだ、君の筋は。
I can feel your carotid artery and your cervical vertebrae perfectly. These muscles, this curvature, so sensual. Like it was made from my hand.
苦しいかい？苦しいよね。
Is it painful? It must be painful.
ゆかが悪いんだよ。僕以外のお兄ちゃんはここにはいないはずなのに。
This is your fault, Yuna. I'm your only big brother around here. With that, he let go of my neck, but then hastily pulled the knife in his hands right up to my face. He made sure I could see every inch of it clearly, and just held it there, slowly turning it for what felt like an eternity.
ちゃんと見えてるかなユカ。
Have you gotten a good look at it, Yuka? The knife was stained with red splatter marks. No, not even red, just dark. It wasn't a color I knew well, but there was only one thing it could have been.
血。
Blood!
ああ、これかい？心配しなくてもいいよ。少し黒崎で汚れているけど、まだよく切れるから。
Oh, this? No need to worry. Kudasaki dirtied it a bit, but it still cuts like new. I was shivering so hard I could feel my teeth vibrating. A chill ran through every part of me as if I were so afraid that it actually lowered my body temperature. The chattering coming from inside my mouth was getting louder and louder, to such an extent that I was getting distracted by it.
いい顔だ。僕の妹はいい仕事をする。少し布が邪魔だな。
What a lovely face. My little sister is doing an excellent job, but her clothes are in the way. Come on, don't do this. Of course. Sammy suddenly tore my uniform, exposing my stomach.
なんだこの水風船のようなお腹は。たっぷり内臓が詰まっているじゃないか。
What's this? Your belly is bouncing like a water balloon. You must be full of guts. I laid the knife blade flat across my belly button, and a sudden sensation of cold metal against my skin sent me enormous shivers up and down my spine.
痛かったら声を上げていいからね。
It's scary.
しいことじゃないんだよ。
There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Huh? もう終わりかい？
That all you got?
どうしたんだい、ユカ。まさかこれで終わりじゃないだろう。せっかく欲しかった妹が手に入ったのに。
What's the matter, Yuka? You haven't given up already, have you? Not after I finally got my hands on all this stuff this morning. My throat was completely dry. I actually wanted to cry for help, but the walls in my ear holes were sticking together. Breathing was hard enough.
返事を、ユカ。
Answer me, Yuka. That's a good girl. Next Save me! I tried longer. I couldn't hold myself back. I knew it wouldn't go over well, and I knew it would hurt, but I forced myself to cry out. Big brother! Big brother! Big brother!
君のお兄ちゃんは僕だろ？
I'm your big brother, remember?
謝りなさい、ユカ。
Apologize, Yuka. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
違うだろう。お兄ちゃんごめんなさいだ。もっと心を込めて。
No, that simply won't do. You have to say, Big brother, I'm so very sorry. Do it right this time. Big brother? My big brother, isn't you? Kiss on me.
僕がお兄ちゃんじゃない。
I'm not your big brother.
この
You bitch!
なんだ今のは。
Was that just now?
気のせいか。
Did I imagine it? Oh, she peed herself.
おもらしするほどに僕が嫌いなのか。
Hate me so much it makes you wet yourself?
Brother? 興味深いな。そんな格好になってまで兄貴を呼ぶのか。
Oh, how very interesting. Even in such an embarrassing state, you'll still call out for help from your big brother.
なんて哀れな。
Pitiful.
僕の可愛い妹だ。今気持ちよくさせてあげるよ。
You're my adorable little sister, and I'm gonna make you feel real good. Please don't say it like that, Kizami.
もう、そんな哀れな姿で泣かなくていい。
So there's no need to lie there crying in your own urine. It's pitiful.
哀れ。
Pitiful?
今俺は、この子を見て哀れと言ったか。
Did I just look down at this girl and call her pitiful?
なぜ
Why?
なぜ哀れと思った
Why am I feeling pity for her?
何なんだこの気分は。
What's happened to me?
かわいそう。
The poor girl?
俺にも、そんな感情が。
How is it that I can even exhibit such useless, empty emotions?
俺にもまだ、そんな感情が生まれる未来が、残されているというのか。
Is there still some remnant of potential within a man like me to birth these paltry platitudes?
他の奴らとは違う。この俺にも。
I'm not like the others, and yet even I.
ですから、あの子がそんなことするはずがありません。
I keep telling you, there's no way my little boy would do something like that.
残念ですが、
But I'm afraid it's true.
本人はゆうやくんは相手の子を傷つけようと思ってハサミを持ったと言うんです。
Your little boy, Yuya, brandished a pair of scissors with the intent to harm a fellow kindergarten student.
わざとやったとおっしゃるんですか？
So you're saying this was done on purpose?
私たちが駆けつけた時、彼は血だらけになった自分の手を見て笑っていました。
At the time we arrived on the scene, he was looking down at his own bloodied hands and laughing.
とにかくこちらではもう対応しかねます。お引き取りください。
We've done everything we can from on our end. How you wish to deal with him now is up to you.
待ってください。
But please, wait!
なんだ、あいつの目、潰れなかったのか。
I couldn't even manage to crush his eye.
俺は幼い頃から命に思いやりを持ったり、他人の心を感じたりする方法がわからなかった。
Ever since I was little, I've been unable to put myself in another man's shoes. I possess no sympathy, no empathy, and no respect for life.
次第に親たちは悪魔でも見るような目で俺を疎んじるようになり、
Slowly but surely, my parents started to see me like I was some kind of devil. They shunned me. They ignored me.
兄と姉ばかりに愛情を注ぎ始めた。成績優秀で人格者の兄と姉ばかり。
They'd focus all their love and affection on my older brother and sister, on my highly successful and genuinely upstanding brother and sister.
さすが、周りが揃って認める人格者は違うと思ったよ。
Everybody liked them, and I began to realize just how different life was for people who were well regarded.
親でさえ諦めた俺を、兄と姉だけは接し続けていたんだ。
And since my parents had given up on me, those siblings were the only ones who ever looked after me.
特に兄貴は、その吐き気がするほどの優等生ぶりを振りかざし、熱心に俺をいい弟にしようとした。
My brother was particularly obnoxious, always flaunting his honor student status and trying to make me into a good little boy. It was sickening.
あいつは兄の立場を利用して、俺に命令し、俺にしつこくつきまとった。
He'd use his standing as my elder to boss me around, and would even follow me to make sure that I was behaving.
そうだ。小学生の頃、俺は一度だけ本気で兄にぶつかったことがあったんだ。
But I did fight back once, back in elementary school. I stood up to my older brother.
なんてことしてるんだ
What the hell are you doing?
ヒューヤ、何を燃やしたんだ
Yuya, what did you just burn?
何って動物だよ。ああ、匂うから怒ってんのか。しょうがないじゃん。今殺したばかりでまだ血が残って。
It was an animal. Oh, are you mad because it smells? I just killed it now, so it still had some blood left in it. It was going to smell no matter.
いって。
Ow.
何すんだよ、バカに。
The hell was that for, asshole? I honestly had no idea why he'd struck me, but this was the first time I'd ever been on the receiving end of violence, and I was pissed. I tried to jump him, but he was just too big, and I didn't stand a chance.
どうして命を大切にしない？どうしてこんなこと？殺すなんて。
Why do you have so little regard for life? How can you just kill another living creature?
なぜこんなことするんだ、ユウヤ！
Why would you do something like that, Yuya?
うるせえ！俺が拾ってきたんだ。切り殺そうが何しようが俺の勝手だろ。
You shut the fuck up. I'm the one who found it. I can do whatever the hell I want with it.
I couldn't believe that asshole. I couldn't believe the asshole actually threw a punch at me. I was determined to hit him back. I wasn't going to give up until I succeeded. Unfortunately, his size really was an unsurmountable obstacle for me. My attempt to fight back was cut short by another, much harder blow to the same cheek.
黙れ！
Now you listen to me! That was twice now. I was so going to make him pay. I swore I'd injure him. My punch was going to connect. If I couldn't hit him in the head, any other part of his body would do just as well.
くそ、先に生まれただけで偉そうにしやがって。俺がもっとでかければ。
Damn it. Just because you were born first, you think you're so tough. Well, if I were just a little bigger, I'd...
そういう問題じゃないだろ
You're not getting it!
成長しろ、ユウヤ。
You need to grow up, Yuya.
本当に頭の悪い男でなければ、いずれ理解できるはずだ。
As long as you're not a complete idiot, you will understand what I'm telling you someday.
今ある体格差や年の差はすぐに何の意味もなくなる。大事なのは心の成長なんだ。
Our physical differences now aren't going to mean a damn thing in the future. Mental growth is what matters most.
他人の痛みがわかる人間になってくれ。
I want you to become someone who can sympathize with the pain other people feel. I could have sworn I saw tears welling up in his eyes. The hell was that about? He just beat me up and here he was looking sad. Damn it.
俺は兄貴とは違う。
I'm not like you.
違わない。お前は俺の弟だ。
Yes, you are. You're my little brother.
ずっとお前は俺の弟だ。それは一生変わらない。
You'll always be my little brother. Nothing can ever change that. Ugh, I can still remember what a disgustingly sentimental look he was giving me when he said that.
死ねよ！死ね死ね死ね！兄貴なんか殺してやる！何すんだよ！
You can die too then. Just die, 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 die. I don't care if you're my brother. I'll kill... What the hell?
ユウヤ、やめなさい。
Yuya, cut it out!
離せ！離せよ！待てよ、バカに！
Let me go. Get your hands off me. Wait, asshole.
いいか。大事なのは心の成長だ。胸に刻み込んでおけ。
Listen, Mental growth is what matters most. Carve that into your heart. Never forget it.
偽善者が。
Fucking hypocrite.
思いっきりぶん殴りやがって。
He acts all kind, but his punches hurt like a son of a bitch.
ゆうや、
Yuya.
大丈夫？頭打たなかった？
Are you alright? You didn't suffer any head trauma or anything, did you?
ほっとけよ。
Just leave me alone.
今はまだわからなくても、きっとあんたが大人になれば理解できるから。
You may not understand what he was trying to tell you right now, but one day when you've grown up, you will.
俺のことを理解できないのは姉貴たちの方だろ。
Neither of you know the first damn thing about me.
なんで俺が一番下なんだよ。
Why the hell was I the last one to be born?
下の兄弟が欲しい。俺ならもっと理解して、絶対に可愛がってやるのに。
I want a younger sibling. Maybe then I'd have some clue what the fuck you two are talking about. Man, I'd love to piss out of a younger brother or sister.
兄さんも私も、あんたが大好きよ。
And we do love you, Yuya. Both of us.
はあ？
私たちは分かってるから、あんたが本当は優しい子だってこと。
We know that you're a good kid at heart.
この子のお墓作ってあげよう。ね、ゆうや。
Come on, let's make a grave for this little critter, okay, Yuya?
そんなんゴミ箱に捨てりゃいいだろ。
A trash can would be just fine.
ゆうや！あんた、このままじゃ一生一人ぼっちになっちゃうよ。
If you keep this up, you're gonna be alone your whole life. My sister grabbed me by both of my shoulders and looked me right in the eyes when she said this. But I didn't care about a word she was saying. I just pushed her away.
俺のことが好きだから。俺のことを分かったふりをするな。この嘘つき女！
You said you do this because you love me, huh? Don't act like you have the first clue what I'm all about, you lying bitch!
ゆうや、嘘って。
Yuya, it's the truth.
俺は誰も信じない。
I don't trust you. I don't trust anyone.
誰にも負けない。俺に嘘をつくやつは許さない。
I won't lose to anyone either, and I certainly won't tolerate other people lying to me.
絶対だ！
Not ever.
そうだった。この頃からだ。
That's right. I've been like this for a long time.
人間の本当の気持ちを。そう。正直な反応を見るにはどうすべきか考えるようになったのは。
I've always tried to figure out how to intuit what others are truly feeling, to get honest reactions out of them.
周りの連中を理解できない俺のことを理解してくれる者などいない。
No one seems to understand that I'm incapable of understanding the people around me.
処世術を得た俺は目立たず毎日を過ごすため常にそういう自分を演じるようになっていた。
That's why I've made a point of studying the world and keeping to myself, simply trying my best not to stand out, play the part of a loner.
つまらない話に興味を持ったかのように笑い同情したふりを装い傷ついた顔を作ってやった。
I pretend I'm interested in boring conversations and smile. I pretend I care about the problems of others and fake a concerned expression.
偽りの仮面に気づかず笑顔で言い寄ってくるクラスメイトたち。奴らは全部嘘っぱちだ。
Not a single one of my classmates has ever caught on to the fact that it's all just make-believe. They greet me with smiles and I see through their lies.
本質も見えていないくせに上辺だけで人を分かったようなふりをする。
They all act like they can judge a person based on his outward actions without ever even seeing his true nature.
俺の簡単な演技に騙される。頭の軽くて愚かな蔑視すべき存在。
Every one of them is completely deceived by my act. They're all empty-headed fools, worthy of only my contempt.
兄貴たちと同じだ。俺に嘘をつく。許されざる存在。
They're just like my brother and sister. Unforgivable cretins who lie to my face.
だから試したいと思っていたんだ。
That's why I've decided to conduct a little experiment.
他人を本当に理解することができる方法。俺を理解させる方法。
A way to see if I can really understand other people, and if I can make them understand me.
気づかなかったろう。俺はずっとお前らを殺したいと思ってたって。
I wonder if any of you were aware that all I ever wanted was to kill you.
死に際に立つ人間は正直だ。動物どもと同じ。みんな正面からこちらに向き合って本物の会話をしてくれた。
Like animals, humans are honest only when they're in the brink of death. They all look me right in the eye and engage me in real, true dialogue.
一部を除いては。
With rare exception.
いい返事だ。それでいいんだ。もっと見せてみろよ。お前の裸の感情を。
A fine answer. Just what I was hoping for. Show me more. Show me more of those naked emotions. Yes, sadly.
お前のためなんかに。
I will not perform for you.
悲鳴も命乞いも噛み殺して絶命した奴がいたんだった。
There was one who held back the screams and the begging, and simply passed away in near silence.
なんだそりゃ。抵抗のつもりか
Hell is that? You trying to stand up to me?
この時のなんと満たされなかったことか。
It was a thoroughly unsatisfying kill.
幸せ。
There needs to be more mutual understanding.
この空間に来て俺でも少しは変われるのかとの期待も少しはあった。
I expected to see some change within myself after coming to this place.
だが人を殺めた後ですら俺に人間らしい感情は湧かなかった。
But there was nothing. Killed, but felt no remorse, no sympathy, and none of the emotions I was supposed to feel.
ゆうや、命は平等なんだ。ちゃんと覚えておけよ。
Yuya, all life is equal. Don't ever forget that.
命は平等。ああ、確かに平等だったさ。
All life is equal, huh? Yeah, sure is.
殺す時は同じだったよ。人間も動物も虫けらも。
It's all exactly the same when it's snuffed out. Humans, animals, and filthy worms alike.
でもまあ、殺す感触は同じでも、さすがに人を殺めてしまった罪はもう引き返せないか。
But I suppose there is one difference, even if it feels the same. After committing the sin of ending a human life, there's no turning back, no redemption.
後悔はなかった。が、もう自分には欲しい未来すら浮かばなかった。
I didn't regret what I had done, but it made me realize that I had no prospects now, no future.
なんだ、今のは。
What was that?
今、俺は誰かを憐れんで。
Did I just feel pity for someone?
お腹パンパン。
My stomach's so growly.
そう、この感覚だ。この俺が相手を憐れんでいる。
Yes, that was it even then. This odd sensation of taking pity on another human being.
そんなに震えて大丈夫かい？
You're really shaking. Are you alright?
おトイレに
I have to go to the bathroom.
なんでここまで我慢を？
That badly? Why have you held it in for so long?
さっきお兄ちゃんとはぐれちゃって
I was with my big brother until just a moment ago, but we got separated.
そのはぐれたお兄ちゃんに言わなかったのかい？おトイレに行きたいって。
Didn't you tell your big brother that you needed to use the restroom?
だってずっとおトイレはどこも使えなくて
I did, but we just kept finding unusable bathrooms.
あとはおトイレ以外のところでしたって
And I thought about going somewhere else, but
お兄ちゃんに思われたくなかったから
I didn't want my big brother to see me do that, so...
献身的な妹。そうだ、これだ。
What a devoted little sister. Yes, this is just what I've been looking for.
自分より弱い存在守ってあげなきゃ。これだよ、これだ。俺が欲しかったのは。
A being far weaker than I, who I'm tasked to protect. This is it! This is exactly it!
どうかしたんですかキザミさん
Is something wrong, Kizami?
この俺が哀れと感じたこのことならまだ未来はあるんじゃないか。
I had this girl by my side. This girl upon whom I actually took pity. Maybe there could still be a future even for a man like me.
そうだ。哀れむ感情があるならまだ罪を許される要素があるはずだ。
Indeed. If I'm capable of feeling sorry for someone, then maybe there still exists some means of atoning for my sins.
この子と暮らせれば。
If I could just live with this little girl.
そうするか。俺と暮らすか。
So how about it? Will you live with me?
What?
私やっぱり一人でお兄ちゃん探します
I think I'll be okay on my own. I'll look for my big brother by myself.
一人で
By yourself?
どうして？
Why?
ようやく見つけたのに。
After I finally found a little sister.
どうしてこいつも俺から離れていくんだ。
Why must even she distance herself from me?
No! No!
ラン！ラビットラン！ダメだ。一緒に行こう。
Bad rabbit, you're coming with me.
ほら、兄さんの言うことを聞かないからだよ。
言うか。
See, you see? This is what happens when you disobey your big brother.
I'd been screaming and crying so much that my throat was now bone dry. I couldn't manage any more than a whimper. throat was actually in a lot of pain. It burned like someone had cut it wide open. Kazami had raised the knife as if he were about to kill me, but for some reason he just froze like that. And all I could do was lie there, struggling to breathe. Aside from his heavy panting, I could only hear the sound of my own chattering teeth. I don't want to die. I just want to see my big brother again, even if it's just one last time. I breathed in as deeply as I could and then mustered every last bit of strength I had. I wanted to call out with all my might. I wanted to call for help. No good. The sentiment was there, but the words couldn't possibly have been heard by anyone else except the person I didn't want to hear them.
こんな声じゃお兄ちゃんに聞こえるわけない。
Big brother won't know to come help me if that's as loud as I can go.
お兄ちゃん。
Big brother?
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。
Big brother! Big brother! My strained scream seems to snap Kazami out of his trance. He brought the tip of his knife down onto my cheek, but didn't break the skin.
どんなに助けを呼んでも誰も来ないんだ。
You do know that no matter how much you scream, no one's going to come save you, right?
He was looking down at me with the blank, empty eyes. It was like he'd just woken up from a really long dream.
お兄ちゃんは来るもん。
Big brother is going to come. I was absolutely certain about that. He may not have found me yet, but I knew he was looking. He was worried and looking all over for me. It was only a matter of time. Big brother is my prince, after all, and the prince always comes to rescue his princess.
来るわけないだろう。君のお兄ちゃんはここにいるんだから。
He's not coming. After all, he's already here. My big brother is right here.
絶対に来る。
He is coming.
うるさい。
Shut your mouth.
My struggles to get out of the words came to an abrupt end as Kazami's hand pressed down hard on my face, covering my nose and mouth and suffocating me. For all the pain and fear I was feeling, I knew I had a chance to fight back, so I opened my mouth and bit down hard on his palm. I must have bitten even harder than I thought. I could taste his blood. It was warm and minerally and slid down my parched throat, easing a little bit of the pain and dryness.
絶対来るもん。
He is coming!
お兄ちゃんは絶対来るもん。
Big brother is coming for sure! I just kept shouting. I didn't care if these were the last words I ever said. I had no regrets, I just wanted to cry out.
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。
I don't think I can top that.
来ねえ来ねえ来 来ねえ来ねえ、兄貴なんか来ねえ。
He's not coming. He's not coming. He's not coming. He's not coming. Your big brother is not coming.
It all happened in an instant. Kisame just grabbed his head in the bottom in both hands and let out a cry of pain that didn't even sound human.
なんだなんだこれは。なんなんだよこの声は。
What is this? What is this? What the hell is this voice I'm hearing?
俺は妹が欲しかったのか。
Did I really want a little sister?
俺は妹が欲しかった。欲しかったんだ。
I did. I wanted a little sister.
俺より弱い存在。そうだ。俺を必要とする存在。
Someone weaker than I. Yes, someone who needed me.
妹という存在を本当に欲していたのか。
But was it really a little sister that I wanted?
そうだ。妹がいれば俺は変われた。
That's right. If I had a little sister, I'd change.
えっ痛い。頭が。
He actually says it hurts, but the subtitles say, my head.
He grabbed his head again and began stumbling around. He looked like he was in real pain. There were even tears in his eyes.
くそくそくそ、何を気づかせたい。今さら俺に理由などいらない。
Damn it! God damn it! God damn it all! What does it all mean? I don't need a reason. Not now. It's too late for that.
ここに来てからの俺は俺だけのために全てを踏みつけてきた。それは誇りですらある。
This is who I am now. This is what I've become. Everything is mine. I've stomped out everyone in my way and held my head high the whole time.
大丈夫ですか？頭痛いの。床のポケットに頭痛のお薬が入ってます。
Are you okay? Does your head hurt? I have some headache medicine in my pocket.
出して飲んでいいです。
You can take some if you want.
なんでこうなったんだ。
How is it come to this?
妹がいれば俺も兄貴みたいになれたんだ。
If I had a little sister, I'd made it back to normal like my brother should.
そうだ。なれたはずだった。
Yes, I'm sure.
妹のために泣くようなバカにみたい。
I'd have been just like my asshole brother. I was crying.
ゾミさん。
He fell to his knees and just stayed like that, not moving, maybe not even breathing. After another and another yell, the huge bird that just stood there, now, though. I got the impression he wasn't going to attack me.
助けてくれたの？
Are you here to save me? He reached one hand towards me, slowly and gently. Though it may have been a little too slowly, he moved like a zombie, as if I were watching a TV show in slow motion. What's wrong? It almost seemed like he was afraid of me, but I was just a little girl tied to a table. What could he possibly think I'd do to him?
ここに誰かいるの？
Is there someone else here? He didn't answer. I wasn't even sure he'd heard the question. He wasn't looking at me. He was looking past me.
教えて、何があるの？
I don't know what you're looking at.
殺しなさい。
Kill her. His mournful yells echoed throughout the room. Like someone would slack. I felt like I could move them now. I felt like I could move them now. Slowly I opened my eyes and confirmed that this enormous man had just smashed apart the dry knots that were holding my hands in place. I knew I didn't have much time. I tried my hardest to wake my sleeping hands and feet and shake the broken splintered ropes from my wrists and ankles.
殺せ。
Kill her!
Okay, I'm gonna save real quick. Let's say we'll consider other options. That seems like a safe bet.
My arms and legs were still numb, so I couldn't trust myself to get out of the room safely. I had to think of something else. I had to buy some time. It seemed like the little girl was pulling the huge man's strings, and he didn't really want to hurt me, so maybe I could reason with him?
何をしている？殺せ。
What are you doing? Kill her!
どうしたの？
What's wrong? He suddenly doubled over and began clawing at his throat, seemingly in a great deal of pain. Reasoning with him really wasn't going to work. He was too unstable, and it came down to me or the little girl. I was pretty sure I would win.
今なら逃げられるかも。
That might be my best chance to escape.
Oh, what am I searching for? His body. It's a decayed skeletal corpse. There's nothing about its outward appearance that gives any clear indication of age or gender. However, there's a student ID name tag partially lodged in its ribcage that indicates it probably belonged to a junior high school girl. Taking me to Takine Municipal Middle School, Ai Honda. Okay. Like Bunsen burner? Okay.
何の音もしない。
It's
ガ
not
ス
even
が通ってないのかな？
It's not even making noise. Is there any gas coming out?
ダメだ。他の方法を探さなきゃ。
It's not working. I need to find something else.
I'm so confused. What am I looking for?
蛇口がある。ってこと
There's a
は
faucet here, but
水も出るのかな？
I don't know if it'll actually work.
やっぱり出ないよね。
That's what I thought. No water.
喉乾いたな。
My throat is so dry.
Really not the time, Yuka. Oh, is there darkening going up?
どうしよう。私にできること何か。
Oh, I do. There has to be some way out of this.
Oh yes, it's 2, okay. Bunsen burner works. Light the Bunsen burner? Light it.
何の音もしない。
Not even making noise. Okay.
ダメだ。他の方法を探さなきゃ。
Light the okay, don't light it.
他にも何かないかな。
The door?
あそこから出られそうだけど。
I might be able to get out from the front.
男の人がいるから通れない。
No, the huge man is there. I can't get past him.
何かで気をそらせられればいいんだけど。
Maybe if I can find some way to distract him, I can make a break for it.
Oh, I think I'm too late.
なんだろう。意識が。
What's going on? Am I fainting? I can't move any part of my body. I just felt completely limp and my vision had gone black. I felt like I was being swallowed up by the darkness and there was nothing I could do to stop it. It was seeping into every part of me. Big brother, help.
Oh. Okay. Wrong end, I guess. Wrong end 2. Where's wrong end 1? Was I supposed to run towards the door? Okay. I'll try that, I guess. Okay, run for the door. Apparently that's the wrong end.
After brushing the last pieces of rope off my body, I leapt from the ground and began searching the room for the best escape route. The huge man may have freed me from my ropes, but I was clearly still in danger.
手足がしびれてうまく動かせない。
My hands and feet are still numb. I don't know if I can do this. There were still big indented rope wounds on my wrists and ankles, limiting my blood circulation. I wouldn't be moving comfortably for a while yet. The back door of the classroom was wide open. It seemed broken actually, but it looked like a huge man. The huge man must have busted it with his hammer when he came attacking. I decided to make a break for it. First, I tried sidestepping past him, doing everything I could to tread lightly and keep my arms outstretched so the blood would flow to them again. But then, I heard the floor creak behind me. I was too late. There was nowhere left to run. A giant hammer struck my right arm, instantly fracturing it severely. The spray of blood from the impact even got in my eyes. The huge man raised his hammer in the air again. He swung with perfect precision, and I was down. But he wasn't stopping. Both my arms and my legs had been completely destroyed. They looked like giant spotted bugs on the desk, just a mess of bloody chunks. The last swing hit so hard that it broke the whole desk behind me. I found myself rolling painfully onto the ground. When I hit, there was less of a thud and more of a plop. Bits of my arms and legs went flying everywhere. And then I realized that it wasn't just bits. What was left of my extremities was so damaged that all literally just snapped off my body. No, this had to be a nightmare. It couldn't be real, could it? I really was like a spotted bug. I looked and felt the part completely. I didn't want to give up, even though I knew I was doomed. I tried to roll myself towards the door, but that went about as well as you might expect. My head was stuck on something, and waves of pain were shooting right through my entire torso. I wasn't going to last much longer. Welcome. I could see the pain coming down on my head. And then for a split second, I could see in two opposite directions at once as my skull cracked down the middle like a watermelon.
And then she died again. Okay, so that was wrong ending 1, right? Okay, wrong end one. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna consider other options.
何をしている
Yep, I know. She's trying to kill me. Okay. Okay. What did I not see? Oh, this. There's a bottle on the ground filled with transparent liquid. Take it? Yeah, let's take it. It's the only thing it'll let me do anything with.
I wonder what's in here.
水じゃないよね。
It's not water, is it?
Oh, holy water. Required. Oh, hydrochloric acid. Never mind.
いつまでそうしているつもりだ
How long are you planning to squat there like that?
殺せ
Kill her. Instinctively, I threw the glass bottle at the huge man with the hammer. He flinched and stumbled backwards. His hammer was still raised, however, and smashed into one of the light bulbs of the ceiling, shattering it. Okay, but fire didn't even hurt him. Why does hydrochloric acid hurt him?
暗い。
It's dark.
でも今なら逃げられるかも。
But I might be able to get away now. The feeling had begun returning to my legs, so I wasted no time. Habitually yelling, "Excuse me!" as I left, I darted through the dark lab, using what I remembered of its layout to avoid obstacles and reach the door.
Omae, わざとか
Hey, did you do that on purpose?
このクズ二度とご褒美してやらないぞ
Worthless scum! Fix it or you get no more rewards from me.
早く追いかけろ
Just go after her already!
あの小娘何度目だ
How many times have we crossed paths with that girl now?
お守りの切れ端を持っているのか運命が定着していない
Maybe she has the peeper scrap to keep her safe. Her fate hasn't been sealed yet.
どこか隠れられるところを探さなきゃ。
I have to find somewhere to hide. I could hear the sounds of someone else running just a short distance in front of me. I couldn't make out who it was with any certainty, but I did briefly catch a glimpse of a figure retreating into the darkness, and it looked like
お兄ちゃん。
Big Brother?
今のお兄ちゃんだったよね。
That was Big Brother just now, wasn't it? I took off in pursuit. If that was Big Brother, then I just had to catch up with him.
お兄ちゃん。
Big Brother! Big Brother! He mustn't have heard me. His pace never slowed, and I saw him disappear around a corner.
行っちゃった。早く追いかけなきゃ。
He's not stopping. I have to go after him.
お兄ちゃん。
Big Brother! Big Brother!
Okay, we're in search mode. I'm gonna save. And now we start looking for bodies. Do I want to go up or do I want to go down? I don't actually know. I'm on this side and I'm looking down. Okay. Can't go. Which room were we in, actually? I don't want to go back in the room that happened in. Okay, I guess we'll go down.
Okay. さっ
Oh,
き
shit.
私が縛られてた場所だよね。
This is the room where I was tied up, isn't it?
あんなところ、もう二度と入りたくないな。
I don't want to go in there ever again.
That's fair. Okay.
お兄ちゃん、どこ行っちゃったのかな。
Big brother, where did you go?
静かすぎる。こっちじゃないみたい。
It's too quiet. I don't think he came this way.
やっぱりさっきの場所でお兄ちゃんを探してみよう。
I should look for him back in the main hallway.
Okay, any bodies around here at least? No? Okay, let's go here. Okay, no bodies.
なんか寒くなってきたな。
It's really cold in here.
Is there a body? Just a sec. There's no taking it back. There's no going back. There's no... Paper's torn at this point, cutting off the rest of the sentence. Uh-oh. Please don't.
やっぱり開かないみたい。
I can't get it open.
もっと力が強ければ開くのかな。
If I were stronger, maybe I'd be able to.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's
お
fixed
兄
the
ちゃ
wall.
ん、どこ行っちゃったの。
Big brother, where did you go?
It's a wooden shed with the glass door. It doesn't seem to be locked. Unfortunately, there's nothing useful inside. Now's no time to search for shelves anyway. What'd you find my big brother? Is he, like, close? Is that what the roaring means? Am I, like, on a timer, actually?
He's not in here either.
お兄ちゃん。
Big brother?
No. Is he here? He sounds very close.
ここじゃ見つかっちゃう。
He'll find me if I stay in here.
Okay. Notice from the principal. Remain alert when walking home from school. Report suspicious behavior and keep to the main roads. Prevention is the key to safety. Please stop doing that. It's locked. There doesn't seem to be any way to open it. Okay, I get it. You're coming down the hall.
Big brother.
Where did you go?
静かすぎる。こっちじゃないみたい。
It's too quiet. I don't think he came this way.
やっぱりさっきの場所でお兄ちゃんを探してみよう。
We should look around back in the main hallway.
I'm just looking for bodies right now. Not here either. Okay. Still no bodies.
お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃんいる。
Big brother, are you in here?
ゆかだよ。いるなら出てきて。
It's Yuka. If you're here, please come out.
ここにもいない。隠れられる場所もなさそうだし。
He's not in here either, and I don't see any good places to hide.
この床、今にも抜けそう。
The floor seems like it could give way any minute.
怖いよ。
I'm scared.
お兄ちゃん、どこ行っちゃったんだろう。
Big brother, where'd you go?
Nothing in here? Are you sure? Alright.
He's not in here. May I have those fingernails?
Jesus. Stop it.
It's a wooden shelving unit with a glass door. It's hard to tell what's inside due to the darkness of the room, but it doesn't seem to be locked. The shelves are filled to overflowing with human hair. The sheer amount of it forces the doors wide open as soon as the latch is sprung. With some effort, the door is latched shut again, but there's hair all over the floor now, and it smells awful. It just won't open.
Uh-oh. Even hitting it does nothing. It's not even shaking from the impact. It's like it's not even a window at all. It's just another part of the wall. Okay, resist your fate.
It's Yuka. If you're in here, please come out.
Not in here either, huh? Still no bodies, though, either. Still nothing. Okay, before I go downstairs, I'm just gonna check the other side of the hallway now. I haven't even opened the nurse's office yet. Okay, there. None of these hallways have bodies, apparently. Nope, the door is not locked.
The school nurse's office?
ここにはいないよね。
Looks like he's not in here.
Every room I go to.
ここじ 見つかっちゃう。早く逃げなきゃ。
He's gonna find me if I stay here. I have to run.
But if we still search the room first? No. Old medicine bottles have been haphazardly packed onto these shelves. Their caps are all either loose or missing, and their contents long since evaporated or imbibed. Old medicine bottles have been neatly lined up on these shelves. They all seem to be made of brown glass, and virtually every one of them is noticeably cracked, clearly indicating its age.
What's that noise? Suddenly, my field of vision started going topsy-turvy. Was I falling? It was an earthquake, but there was more than just that. The floor beneath me was moving up and down in time with the quake's left and right motion.
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。
Big brother! Big brother! I tried putting one hand on the floor for balance and getting back to my feet.
早くお兄ちゃんを追いかけなきゃいけないのに、完全に見失っちゃう。
I need to keep going after Big Brother, otherwise I'll lose his trail. I thought I'd done it. I was standing now and I had started getting used to the vibrations. As long as I hugged the walls, I could walk. But that all she literally came crashing down around me, and soon enough, the wildly shaking floor cracked and crumbled, and I was free falling. I raised my head and found myself lying on top of a pile of rubble. I wasn't too much worse for the wear, though, all things considered.
ここ、どこ?
Where am I? I looked all around me frantically, but saw nothing even remotely familiar. This was definitely someplace new. And it didn't feel much like a school anymore. The walls and floor were made up from packed dirt with only railroad tiles keeping it all together.
なんか、カビ臭い。
It's really musty down here. I knew I was underground. I had to be. It just felt that way. There were no windows anywhere, and based on the smell, there was no ventilation either.
なんか、息苦しいな。
It's really hard to breathe.
そうだ、お兄ちゃん。
Oh no, Big Brother. Big Brother might have gotten caught off guard by that earthquake too, I thought. He could be down here. It was a big one after all. Maybe he was injured. Maybe he couldn't move.
早く探さなきゃ。
I have to find him right away. I tried pushing myself up from the pile of rubble, ready to shoot to my feet and continue the search. That didn't last long, however. My hands and feet were still a little numb from the ropes, making it hard to keep my balance. I fell back onto my butt. My underwear was completely waterlogged. Like a full sponge, it squished unpleasantly in the debris, sending a cold chill through my entire body.
何これ?
What's going on? I reached down and felt it, and it was absolutely soaked through. It would take forever for it to dry.
そうだ。私、お
That's
も
right.
らししちゃってたんだ。
I forgot I peed myself. I was so wrapped up in running for my life and chasing after Big Brother, I didn't even notice the wetness, but now I couldn't get it out of my mind.
気持ち悪いよ。
It's so gross. Tears were welling up in my eyes. How could I be so pathetic? I forced myself to my feet, doing my best to try ignoring the squishy sensation. I wouldn't be able to ignore it for long, though. My panties were noticeably heavier now, and the urine they absorbed was practically ice cold. I couldn't go on like this. I was going to get a rash or catch some pneumonia or something, and every step was going to be its own form of mushy, gushy hell. But what could I do? I could take them off, but then what? Carry them with me? Ew, leave them on the floor for someone else to find? No thanks.
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。
Big brother. Big brother. I swallowed my pride, held back my tears as best as I could, and waddled onward.
どこか脱げる場所ないかな。
Isn't there anywhere I can go to get these off?
Okay, we are in the bunker. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm at this part. Okay, I guess we'll start. No, okay, we'll start there. I guess I was going to go there, but whatever.
扉が開かないや。
The door won't open.
鍵がかかってるのかな。
Is it locked?
おにゃい。他の場所を探してみよう。
I'll have to find someplace else.
Okay, no bodies out here. I feel like all the bodies are going to be this way now. Oh, I see how the hall's connected. Okay. Nothing? Oh, there's a body. Hello. It's a set of skeletal remains. Given its tiny stature, it very likely belonged to an elementary school student in life. There's a student ID name tag halfway lodged inside the poor girl's ribcage. Great Harbor Elementary School, Chihiro Tamamura. Okay. Oh, just a wall. Okay. Another wall. Lovely. Wrong button again. Oh, jeez. 62% darkening. That's not good. The door is sealed firmly shut. There's no way out to open it. Okay. Still no bodies.
ここ、トイレかな。
Is this an actual bathroom?
お札も貼ってないし。変な匂いもしないよね。
There are no protective seals, and no weird smells. The only bathrooms I'd seen up to this point were unusable. Charms on the door mysteriously sealing the room shut, bodies hanging in the stalls. But this looked to be a completely normal bathroom. Certainly the most normal I'd seen since getting stuck in this place anyway.
Can't see. No. Oh, what's that? There's a loose piece of wood on the ground here. Alright, let's take it.
何かの役に立つかも。
This might be useful for something.
Acquired piece of wood.
中に入れるのかな。
I wonder if I can get in the stalls. I tried pulling on one of the wooden stall doors.
誰かいますか？
Is anybody in here? I listened carefully for any hint of a response, even going so far as to hold my breath.
でも返事をされても怖いよね。
I guess if somebody did respond, it would be pretty scary. But there wasn't a single sound to be heard. The entire room was dead silent. The walls were made from packed dirt after all, and there was a lot of moisture in the air. Effectively, this whole place was naturally soundproofed.
よし、誰もいないみたい。
This is perfect. There's nobody else around. I backed away from the stall slightly and almost tripped over a fairly sizable crack in the ground, about 5 centimeters wide and 1 centimeter thick.
ここに隠してもいいかな。
This might be a good spot to hide them.
よいしょ。
Finally, I was able to get out of those waterlogged panties. Despite being alone, I still crouched down and removed them as discreetly as I could. I then stuffed them tightly into the crack I discovered.
よいしょ、よいしょ。全部入らないや。布がはみ出ちゃう。
The hole's not big enough. Some of it's still sticking out.
もっと大きく広げられればいいんだけど。
If only there were just a little more space.
どうしよう。
What do I do now?
そうだ。この木で隙間を大きくすれば。
I know. I can use this piece of wood to dig in there and make it bigger.
Use piece of wood. Or used piece of wood, I don't even get a choice.
ゆかのこんな姿、お兄ちゃんに見られなくてよかった。
I'm so glad Big Brother didn't have to see me doing this.
どうか誰にも見つかりませんように。
Please don't let anybody find me until I'm done.
特にお兄ちゃんには。
Especially not Big Brother. Not that Big Brother wouldn't be likely to wander into a girl's bathroom. But it was possible given the circumstances. So just to be safe, I figured it couldn't hurt to pray that didn't happen.
でももうちょっと奥に詰めておこうかな。
Maybe I should stuff them down even further.
誰かに見つかったら恥ずかしいもんね。
It'd be embarrassing if anyone were to find these after all.
よし。
Okay. My underwear was now totally buried out of sight. There was no way anyone could come across it if they didn't know it was there. Satisfied, I stood up.
スースーしてやだな。
It's so drafty now.
でも濡れたまま履いてたらもっと気持ち悪いし。
But it's still a lot better than wearing wet panties.
さっきから地震ばかり。
It's been nothing but earthquakes since we got here.
ここ大丈夫かな。さっきよりも古い建物だけど壊れちゃわないかな。
I wonder if this place will be okay. It seems even older than the school building. I peeked my head out from the bathroom and looked around.
誰もいないよね。
Nobody's out there, right?
お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。
Big brother! My voice echoed a lot louder than I was expecting. It actually surprised me, considering the wet dirt walls. I didn't think sound would travel that far.
怖いよ。
I'm scared.
他にお兄ちゃんの友達とか誰かいれば。
If any of Big Brother's friends are nearby, please.
臭い。手洗いたいな。
I really want to wash my hands. I began walking through the hall once again, this time a bit slower and more unevenly due to exhaustion.
Okay, and we're back. There's no body in there. here. Okay, can I look back in the bathroom just to be sure there was no body in there?
ここはさっき来たトイレだよね。
This is the bathroom where I...
床のパンツ。どうか誰にも見つかりませんように。
Please, to any spirits who hear this prayer, let no one ever find my panties.
Okay, so yeah, she doesn't even want to go near that. Okay. So I guess we go up here next. Nobody. Nobody. Uh-oh, death room. Oh, it's not locked either. Should I go in the death room right away, or should... Oh, the body pool. Forgot about that, too. Okay. Guess we'll go to the death room first.
暗いな。
It's really dark in here.
Okay, well, there's a body. There are thoroughly decomposed remains on the table here. Based on general appearance and what's left of the deceased clothing, they appear to belong to a very young girl. Her name tag is still affixed to her chest. Great Harbor Elementary School, Mako Sakurai. Anyone else? This is the death room, so if there's more than one body, that would make sense. Aha! It's a set of skeletal remains. There doesn't seem to be any way to determine gender from clothing or build alone, but there is a student ID name tag nearby bearing a traditionally feminine name. Komashiro Trade School, Sakura Motoi. There's a cabinet here that looks big enough to fit a whole person inside. It might make a good hiding spot.
誰か来たら、あそこに隠れればいいかな。
If anyone comes, maybe I should close myself inside here.
でも、本当に誰か入ってきたら怖いな。早く出よっと。
But if anyone did come, it would be really scary, so maybe I can just get out of this room when I can. The door to the room suddenly slammed shut, and the inside of it was missing its doorknob, rendering it unopenable. It seemed I'd been locked
どう
in.
しよう。
What do I do?
何か、取っ手の代わりになるようなものがあれば。
Is there anything in here I can use in place of a doorknob?
Oh, I'm looking. Okay. There's a fairly large stone sitting on the table. The heavy wooden table. Take it. Take the stone, I guess. Acquired stone.
これで思いっきりドアを叩けば開くかな。
If I bang this against the door with all my might, maybe I can bust it open.
よし。
Here we go.
ダメだ。びくともしない。
Oh good, it didn't even budge.
Oh shit, he's dead.
大きな音を出したから気づかれちゃったかも。
Oh no, I think he noticed me because of all the noise I'm making.
早く出る方法を見つけなきゃ。
I need to find a way out of here quickly. I quietly and gently return the stone to its original spot. There's a key inside the cabinet. Take it.
Take the key.
Acquired key.
この鍵使えるのかな。
I wonder if I can use this key to get
一
out.
応試してみよう。
I should at least give it a try.
やっぱりドアノブがないから鍵も使えないよね。
I guess a key doesn't do me much good without a doorknob. I quietly return the key to its spot inside the cabinet.
なんだろ
Oh
う。
shoot, sorry.
意識が
What's going on? Am I fainting?
苦しい。苦しいよ。お
It
兄
hurts.
ちゃん。
Brother, it hurts. I couldn't move any part of my body. I'd just fallen completely limp, and my vision had gone black. I felt like I was being swallowed up by the darkness, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. It was seeping in every part of me. My brother, help.
Okay, well that seemed like the same as the other one with the darkening, so maybe that wasn't a new ending? Oh, wrong N3. Okay, I guess it was. That was no different than the other one, though. Okay. Oh, 96% darkening. Not great. I don't really see anything else in here. Like, at all.
There's a nail puller shoved into the sink's drain. Pull it out. Why the nail puller?
これをドアに引っ掛ければ、取っ手の代わりにできるかな。
If I stick this into the door, I might just be able to use it like a doorknob.
よかった。これで外へ出られる。
It worked. Now I can get out of here.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay. Moving on. Nobody's here. Okay. I'm going down this way first, before I head to the body pool, which seems kind of concerning. The death room wasn't... Oh, I did not press that. If the death room wasn't an issue, then the body pool is going to be an issue, I'm assuming. Oh, another body. Speaking of.
It's a decayed skeletal corpse. The clothing and diminutive stature suggest this was likely an elementary school boy. His name tag is still pinned to his breast pocket. Great Harbor Elementary School, Hiroshi Takano. Takano. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, I'm not pressing that. Okay, I guess I'll skip that part for now. Nothing in here. Oh, see? There is a body down there. It's a decaying corpse. Based on outward appearance and uniform, this was likely a junior high school girl. Her student ID name tag seems to have survived intact. Takine Municipal Middle School, Koi Kawahara. Oh boy. Okay. Nothing here. That's fine. We got other hallways. Okay, no one in here either. That's fine. None here either. What about up here? Well, nobody's there. Okay. Who are you? It's a newly deceased corpse, practically still warm. It's easy to tell at a glance that this was a female junior high school student. There's a student ID name tag on the ground at her feet. Shobu University Middle School, Michi Moritoshi. Oh, is that? Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if those were two different ones or what. Okay, I guess we'll go past the body pool first, since it's the only room available. A body here. It's a set of skeletal remains. There doesn't seem to be any way to determine gender or age, but there is a student ID name tag lodged in its eye socket, identifying those remains as likely having belonged to a male junior high school student. Takine Municipal Middle School, Kyogo, Shibuya. Okay, let's go to the body pool now. Okay, no bodies outside the body pool. Into the body pool. The door to this particular room was shuddering ever so slightly, as if it were a breeze blowing against it gently from inside.
なんか開きそう。
I think I can open this. Slowly and hesitantly, I put both hands on the doorknob and started to turn.
入れるみたい。
I guess I can go in.
よし、入ってみよう。
Alright, let's see what's in here.
出口につながってるといいな。
I hope it connects to an exit somewhere.
ひどい匂い。
It smells awful. As soon as the door opened even a crack, a powerful, horrible scent slammed into my face and twisted around my nasal cavities like a jet of water.
これ、何かが腐った匂いだ。
This is the smell of something rotting. I was instantly feeling nauseous and lightheaded, as if I were suddenly deprived of oxygen.
もうダメ。早く出よう。
I can't do this. I need to get out of here.
水の音。水があるのかな。
That sounded like water. Is there water in here? Holding my nose, I stepped back into the room and crept over toward the source of the noise. If there were water here, maybe I could wash my hands, I thought.
お水、どこ？
Where is it? My extreme thirst came back full force as well. Clean water was the greatest thing I could possibly found at this point. I accidentally kicked over a bucket, spilling its contents onto the ground in front of me. Countless flies immediately flew out from the overturned bucket and began swarming all around me. Their buzzing wings sounded right up against my ears as if they were attacking me. I let go of my nose and began flailing my arms wildly, attempting in vain to drag them away.
前が見えないよ。
I can't even see my hands in front of my face. As I haphazardly stumbled forward, I found my foot splashing in the shallow liquid. Mere moments later, my hand came in contact with the wall and brushed against a switch. I heard a faint clicking sound, and then... The lights blinked on, and I got a clear look at the room I was standing in.
何？ここ。
What is this place?
死体。
Are those bodies? A large portion of the floor had been dug out into something resembling a pool, which was filled with stagnant, discolored water and dismembered bodies. The bodies were decomposing a lot faster than they naturally would. On account of the wetness, most of them had swarms of maggots instead of faces. Several bodies had actually washed up on the ground outside the pool as well. Those few that still had limbs looked like they may lose them at any moment. Their torsos were all swollen black and everything else was bone white.
なんで死体がこんなに集まって。
Why are there so many bodies in one place? The closest body was spurting a sappy mucus from its nose and mouth and staring at me with an ugly, mean expression. The thick fluid coming out of it was reddish-brown in color and seemed to be a disgusting mixture of blood and dead bugs.
何の音？
What's that sound? Some sort of huge door high along the top of the wall opened up, and I could clearly feel a breeze blowing through the room. Was it a trash chute?
ここを登っていけば元の場所に戻れるかな。
If I climb up here, maybe I can get back into the school building.
今度は何の音？
What is that?
何か聞こえる。近づいてくる。
I can hear something. It's getting closer. I was afraid of what might be coming through that hole, so I put some distance between it and myself. Something heavy fell from above and splashed into the pool, spraying my face with rotten, stagnant water.
死体！
A body! A body! It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. The body that had just fallen into the pool of water was wearing a school uniform. As soon as it touched the liquid, it began bubbling and melting into it as if it were a bag of ingredients tossed into a stewy pot. One of the poor victim's lungs floated to the surface, giving the whole scene even more of a sick soup-like appearance. I need to get out of here now. I can't stay in here any longer. I dragged my wet foot on a dry part of the ground for a second or two and then made a dash for the door. As soon as I was back out in the hall, I fell to my knees in shock. I couldn't even move. The smell of death and decay was still sticking to me and still trying to snake its way up my nose, into my nose. It was all I could do not to throw up on the spot. I hadn't eaten anything for hours, so I'm not even sure what I would have actually thrown up, but I still felt like I had to more strongly than ever before. Maybe it would have been best to just let it come out. I'm sure I would have felt better afterwards. But I honestly didn't want to see any of my own vomit right now. Not after all the other disgusting things I'd seen. I'd had enough.
どうしてこんなことになっちゃったの？
Why has all of this happened? At times like this especially, I really longed for my big brother. If only he were here with me. I cried out for him as if in prayer.
お兄ちゃん、助けて。
Big brother, please come save me.
助けて。
Come save me.
動けないの。
I can't move.
誰かいるの？
Is somebody there?
誰かいるの？
Is somebody there?
あ苦しいよ。
It hurts. There was a little girl here with her arm outstretched, begging for help. I rushed over to her side.
どうしたの？大丈夫？
What's wrong? Are you all right? She was faintly glowing.
この子、
Is
幽
she
霊？
a ghost?
お腹が苦しいの。お胸が熱いよ。
My stomach really hurts, and my chest feels like it's on fire.
とっても辛そう。ゆかにできることは。
She seems to be in a lot of pain, but all I can do for her is...
ここ、怪我はしてないみたいだけど、痛むの？
Here? I don't see any injuries. Is it painful?
痛いよ。
It hurts.
えーと。
All I could do for her was offer physical comfort. If I rubbed her back, maybe she'd feel better.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
ごめんね。こんなことしかできなくて。
I'm sorry. This is all I know how to do.
ちょっと、楽になったの。
It feels a little better now.
そう？よかった。
Does it? I'm so glad to hear that. The girl grimaced again as if she were experiencing some new pain all of a sudden.
まだ無理しない方がいいよ。ね？
You shouldn't push yourself too hard, okay?
うん。
Okay.
あなたもここに迷い込んだの？
So, did you get lost in here too?
わかんない。
Uh-huh. I don't know.
気がついたらここで倒れてたの。
I just woke up in here.
気がついたら。
Woke up?
ずっと寂しかった。
And I've been so alone.
そっか。一人で寂しかったね。よく頑張ったね。
Oh, so you've been all alone all this time? You're a real trooper then. I gently brushed my hand against the little girl's face, wiping away her tears. I'd only just met her, but I already felt for her, and she had it a lot worse than I did.
あなた、お名前は？
So tell me, what's your name?
幸子。
Sachiko.
幸子。幸子ちゃんっていうのね。
Sachiko? Your name is Sachiko?
うん。
Uh-huh.
私はゆかだよ。持田ゆか。
I'm Yuka. Yuka Mochira.
ゆか？ゆかお姉ちゃん？
Yuka. Big sister Yuka.
お姉ちゃん？お姉ちゃんか。
Big sister? You want me to be your big sister?
なんか、お姉ちゃんって呼ばれると照れちゃうなって。
Oh, it's just a little weird to hear somebody call me big sister, that's all, but I like it. I took Sachiko's tiny little hand in my own and pulled her to her feet.
よし、立てるね。
There we go. You can stand, right? Sachiko's hand was so thin and light compared to my own. Not just light, but it almost felt like it was completely weightless.
やっぱり、幽霊なんだ。
I guess she really is a ghost. Sachiko noticed me staring at her, and I must have had quite a look on my face. It seemed to bother her, so I did my best to force a smile. I'm sure she was worried I'd leave her all by herself again, and I wanted to make sure she knew I was here for her.
どうしたのお姉ちゃん。
What's wrong, big sis?
ちょっと考え事してて。
Huh? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about something else.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. Sachiko lowered her head and looked like she was about to cry.
どうして謝るの？
Why are you apologizing?
幸子。多分幽霊だから。
Because I think I'm a ghost.
お姉ちゃんと違うから。
I'm different from you, big sis.
怖がらせちゃって。ごめんなさい。
So I'm sorry if I scared you.
よかったら、こんな小さい子を不安にさせるなんて。
Was just my fear really upsetting this little girl that much? That's terrible. I took Sachiko's hand in both of mine, turning to face her and ducking down a little so our eyes were level.
大丈夫だよ。幽霊は怖いけど、なんだかあなたは怖くない気がするの。
It's okay. I am scared of ghosts, but I'm not scared of you. I promise.
怖くない？本当に？
You're not scared? For real?
幸子ちゃんは大丈夫。
No, I'm not. I'm not scared of you, Sachiko.
お姉ちゃん、行っちゃうの？
Big sis, are you going to leave me? I did have to think for a moment, since I knew I couldn't take a ghost with me very far, but in the end, I also knew I couldn't just leave her.
幸子ちゃんも一緒にゆかのお兄ちゃんを探してくれる？
Well, will you come with me to look for my big brother?
お兄ちゃん？
Your big brother?
すっごく頼りになるの。きっと、幸子ちゃんにも優しくしてくれるよ。
Yeah, he's a really kind, really dependable person. I'm sure he'll be really nice to you too, Sachiko. Her head was still down, but her eyes were peeking up at me. She looked nervous, but for the first time since we started talking, she also looked hopeful.
幸子も、一緒に行っていいの？
You don't mind if Sachiko comes with you?
もう一人じゃないよ。ゆかが、お姉ちゃんがそばにいるからね。
Sure, you're not alone anymore. your big sister is right here for you. Honestly, I was lonely too. I probably wanted her with me just as badly as she wanted someone with her, ghost or no.
さあ、行こう、幸子ちゃん。
Come on, Sachiko, let's go. I turned to head back down the hall, but was stopped by Sachiko tugging on my uniform. She was wearing a forced smile on her face, but still looked uneasy.
お姉ちゃん、私の言うこと聞く？
Big sis, will you do what I say?
言うこと？言うことって？
What you say? What was she going to tell me to do? I was so surprised by the question I wasn't sure how best to respond, but the longer I thought about it, the more uneasy she looked, so...
お姉ちゃんね、あなたのお話なら聞くよ。
Your big sister will listen to any request you make.
本当？
Really?
だから何でも話してね。
Uh-huh. You can ask me anything you want, anytime.
うん。
Okay. There was clearly something specific she had in mind, but I wasn't going to push her about it. She'd ask me when she was ready. She seemed satisfied with my answer and let go of my uniform, and so, hand in hand, we continued down the hall in search of my big brother.
Oh, okay. So I just have Satsuko with me? Okay. I don't know where to go now. I'm assuming she wants to go to the death room. Wait, I can't go back in the back there.
幸子ちゃん、ここは怖いからやめよう。
Sachiko, this room is scary. Let's not go in here, okay?
そうなの？何かあるの？
It's scary. Why? What's in there?
見ない方がいいものなの。
It's something you're better off not seeing.
きっと怖い思いをすると思うの。
I think it could frighten you.
だから幸子ちゃんにも見てもらいたくないな。
It would just be better if you didn't look.
うん。お姉ちゃんがそう言うなら。
If Big Sis said so, then okay.
よかった。また死体を見なくて。
Thank God, I didn't want to see those dead bodies again either.
Okay. Should we go to the death room then?
お兄ちゃん、やっぱりここにはいないのかな。
I guess Big Brother really isn't in here.
そうだね。
I guess not.
幸子ちゃん、ゆかの他には誰も見なかった？
Sachiko, have you seen anyone else in here besides me?
うん。
Uh-huh. That's all she said. And then, silently, she squatted on the ground and wrapped her arms around her knees.
どうしたの？どこか痛いの？
What's wrong? Are you hurt?
お姉ちゃん、寒いよ。
Big Sis, I'm cold.
寒い？
You're cold? She nodded firmly, almost exaggeratedly.
そっか。
I guess that makes
幽霊
sense.
でも痛みを感じるなら、きっと寒さも感じるよね。かわいそう。
I guess that makes sense. If a ghost can feel pain, there's no reason she couldn't also feel changes in the temperature. Poor girl. As if to show me just how cold she was, she then started visibly shivering. Ah.
ねえ、幸子ちゃん、何かゆかにできることない？
Hey, Sachiko, is there anything I can do to make you feel better?
何か。
Anything?
そう、幸子ちゃんがこれ以上辛くならないように何でも言って。
Uh-huh. You've been through so much already. I don't want you to have to go through anything else, so if I can help, just tell me.
じゃあ
In that case...
お姉ちゃんのそれ ちょうだい。
Can I have those? She was pointing at my feet.
靴下？
My socks? This was the first time I noticed that Sachiko was walking around barefoot.
あ、
I was so busy worrying about myself and about finding my big brother that I completely failed to pay attention to poor Sachiko's appearance.
ごめんね。すぐ気がつかなくて。
I'm sorry, I didn't notice earlier.
いいの。
It's alright. Sachiko shook her head.
私お姉ちゃんなのに、もっと早く気づいてあげられればよかった。
If I'm supposed to be your big sister, I really need to be more observant. I need to pay more attention. If I were a big brother, I would have noticed right away and given her my shoes. When it wasn't too late, I took off my shoes and socks and offered them to Sachiko. They were a little wet, but still better than walking in these cold dirt floors and bare feet. I didn't really like the idea of doing that myself, but just one look at this poor lost soul's shaking form convinced me that I was doing the right thing. I mean, you could have kept the shoes and she could keep the socks. I doubt your feet are the same size as hers.
ありがとうお姉ちゃん。
Thank you, big sis. Sachiko took just the socks, leaving the shoes in my hand. See? Yeah, that's what I thought.
幸子ちゃん、靴下だけでいいの？上履きは？
Are you okay with only socks, Sachiko? You don't want to wear my shoes over them?
うん。だってお姉ちゃんが裸足になっちゃうでしょ？
I'm okay. If I took both, then you'd be barefoot. She flashed a gentle smile at me, which stayed on her face the whole time she slowly put on both of my socks.
床お姉ちゃんに怪我してほしくないから。
I don't want my big sister Yuka to get hurt after all.
そっか、優しいんだね、幸子ちゃんは。
Well, that's very thoughtful of you, Sachiko. I patted her head just like Big Brother always did to me.
お姉ちゃん大好き。
I love you, big sis. Her smile had grown. It now stretched from cheek to cheek, and I began to feel like I'd do anything to keep her happy. I wondered if this was how Big Brother felt when I smiled at him like that.
頑張ろうね、幸子ちゃん。
Let's do our best in here, Sachiko. Despite the severity of the situation, I was in high spirits. I almost forgot just how horrible this place really was.
頑張る。
Do our best?
お兄ちゃんを見つけられるように。
Yeah, let's do our best to find Big Brother.
幸子ちゃん、今何か言った？
Sachiko, did you say something? I thought that was a giggle, but it sounded different somehow, like her voice had changed to someone else's, or someone else was here.
ううん。 かわいい。むちゃくちゃしたい。
You're so cute. I just want to mess you right up.
何？
Huh? What?
何も言ってないよ。
I didn't say anything.
そっか、気のせいかな。
Oh, guess it was just my imagination then. What is it they usually say in movies? Must have been the wind? Not too likely in a stagnant underground bunker like this, but still.
きっと怖がりすぎなのかも。
I think I'm just getting paranoid.
もっとしっかりしなくちゃ。お姉ちゃんなんだから。
I need to pull myself together. I'm her big sister after all. I put on the bravest face I could manage and marched back out into the hall, pausing only to make sure Sachiko was still behind me. Oh, okay. Do you want me to go to the storehouse? Oh, no, it's still locked. It just won't open, will it? Nope. Okay. And the only room that leaves is the bathroom where her underwear are. Big sis.
何？ どうしたの？
Is something wrong?
足が痛いの。
It's my feet. My feet hurt.
足？
Your feet? The soles of Sachiko's feet seemed to be bothering her quite a bit. As we stood there, I noticed she was fidgeting in place, trying not to stand on them.
そうだよね。幸子ちゃん、靴下だけだもんね。
I guess they would hurt, huh? You've been walking around in just socks after all. She said nothing else. She just stared at my feet. She seemed to want my shoes now, but didn't want to say anything since I offered them earlier and she turned them down. So I just smiled and decided I'd offer them again.
私の上履き履く？
Do you want to wear my shoes?
いいの？
Is that okay?
幸子ちゃん、また怪我しちゃうもんね。
Of course, we wouldn't want you getting hurt anymore now, would we?
お姉ちゃんは？
What about you, big sis?
ルカはお姉ちゃんだから大丈夫だよ。
I'm your big sister, so I'll be just fine. I wouldn't accept any objections. I just took off my shoes and handed them to Sachiko without another word. Cheerfully, she slipped them on over my socks. They were a little big on her, but I knew she'd feel better just having them.
ありがとう。嬉しい。
Thank you. I'm really happy now.
じゃあ、行こっか。
Let's get going then, okay? Sachiko wasn't used to such big floppy shoes. She took one step and stumbled forward.
大丈夫？手繋いでてあげるよ。
Are you alright? Here, you can take my hand.
うん。ゆかお姉ちゃん大好き。
Okay, big sister Yuka, I love you.
幸子ちゃん、ここは何もなかったから引き返そう。
Sachiko, I've already looked in here, and there was nothing to find. Let's head back, okay?
そう。
Oh, really?
Mm, このまま進んでていいのかな。
Is it really okay to keep going like this?
こっちがいい。
Let's go this way. Sachiko was pointing down the hole toward the spot where the earthquake had dropped me.
こっち？こっちに何かあるの？
This way? Is there something over there?
わかんない。
I don't know.
けどこっち。
But come on.
何の音だろう。
What was that sound?
あそこに入りたい。
I want to go in there.
あそこ？でも、あそこは鍵が。
In there, but that room is locked.
今開いた音がしたの。
It just made a sound like it unlocked.
何かあるの？
Is there something in there?
お願い。
Please,
入りたいの。
please, I want to go in.
そっか。じゃあそっちに行こうか。
Well, alright, let's see what's inside then. Sachiko nodded firmly, then practically dragged me by hand over to the door near my entry point in the underground maze. Yeah, the storehouse, I figured. What's in this room? Oh!
なんかここ広いね。
Wow, this room is pretty big.
あっち。
Over there. Energetic as can be, Sachiko pulled me farther into the darkened room.
待って、幸子ちゃん。
Sachiko, wait!
痛い。
Ow! I suddenly felt a sharp pain in the sole of my foot and looked down to see what I'd stepped in.
釘。
A nail? The floor there was actually kind of a mess. It was bumpy and uneven, and there were all kinds of tiny sharp-looking objects scattered everywhere. Not just old rusty nails, but bits of glass, loose wooden boards with jagged edges and splinters all over them, and plenty else I couldn't even identify.
血が出ちゃった。
I'm bleeding.
かわいい。
So cute.
幸子ちゃん？
Sachiko?
どうしたの、お姉ちゃん。
What's wrong, big sis?
あれ？ そっちにいたの？
Huh? You're over there?
何だったんだろう、今の声。
So, what was that voice I just heard?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take this body real quick. There is a set of bleach white bones in a heap against the wall.
小さい。まだ子供だったのかな。
So tiny. Probably just a child.
そうだ、幸子ちゃんは今いくつなのかな。
Oh, yeah. Sachiko, how old are you?
いくつ？
How old am I?
そう、何歳かな。小学生だよね。
Yeah, like, what age are you? You're in elementary school, right?
わかんない。思い出せないの。
I don't know. I can't remember.
そっか。
Oh,
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. Sachiko just stood there with her head held low and a look of disdain on her face. She didn't say another word. It seems safe to assume that she probably didn't have any memories from when she was alive at all.
ごめんね。気にしないでね。
No, I'm sorry, I asked. Don't worry about it, please.
うん。ごめんなさい。
Okay, sorry. Looking a bit closer at the pile of bones, there's a student ID name tag jutting out from the victim's ribcage, identifying her as female. Renaissance Elementary School, Hikari Sekiya. Okay, is there anything else in here? There's a desk in the corner of the room. Something seems to have fallen underneath it.
これ何？
What's that?
これ、ポラロイドカメラ？
It looks like, an old instant camera? Sachiko bent down and lifted the camera gingerly, as if it were some kind of rare treasure. Then she pointed it at me and pressed the shutter button.
眩しい。
Ah, right!
びっくりした。まだ使えるんだね。
Ah, that startled me. Looks like it still works.
持って行ってもいい？
May I have it?
いいけど、重いよ。
Sure, but isn't it heavy?
大丈夫。嬉しいな。
That's okay, I'm happy.
Okay, she got a camera. Okay, that's just the same thing. What's that? Okay. It's a stack of folded up Japanese-style futons.
お姉ちゃん、
Big
幸
sis,
子疲れちゃった。
Sachiko is tired.
この布団使えたら、一休みしようか。
You wanna take a quick nap on these futons?
うん。
Uh-huh. Carefully tiptoeing across the litter-strewn floor, nursing my sore and bloodied foot the whole time, I snaked my way over to the futons. I didn't much like the idea of sleeping in the same room as a dead child, but I had to admit I was pretty exhausted too.
ちょっと湿っててカビ臭いけど、敷いたら横になれるよ。
They're a little damp and musty, but if we lay them out, we can at least get off of our feet for a while.
眠い。
I'm so sleepy.
よし、じゃあ今敷くからね。
Okay, I'm laying yours out right now. As soon as the futon was on the ground, flat as it could go, Sachiko sprawled out on it. It wasn't long before her eyes started drooping.
わーい、お布団だ。
Yay, futon! Just seeing this innocent little girl joyously stretching out to take a nap was enough to lift my spirits and renew my hope.
幸子ちゃんがいてくれてよかった。
I'm so glad Sachiko is here with me.
ありがとうお姉ちゃん。
Thank you, big sis.
こちらこそだよ幸子ちゃん。
Thank you too, Sachiko.
だって今ここにあなたがいてくれなかったら。
I don't know what I would do if you weren't here with me. She really must have been tired. She was out like a light the second her head touched the bedding.
かわいいなもう。
She's so cute.
ずっと歩いてたし。
I should sleep too. I've been walking a lot.
目覚めたらお家だといいな。
I hope that when I wake up, I'm back at home. I woke to find myself being shaken. Sachiko was trying to get me up and her expression had gone white as a sheet.
お姉ちゃん、お姉ちゃん。
Big sis! Big sis!
何？
What is it? She was on the verge of tears. Something seemed to have really spooked her. Did that huge man find us? Was she attacked?
どうしたの？落ち着いて話して。
It's okay. Tell me what happened, nice and slow.
髪留めなくしちゃったの。
I lost my hairpin.
髪留め？
Your hairpin?
起きたらなかったの。
When I woke up, it was gone.
なんだ、そんなことか。
Oh, okay. So that's all then?
そんなこと。
That's all?
ごめんね。もっと怖いことかと。
I'm sorry. I thought it might have been something more scary.
どこに落としたの？すぐ探せばあるよ、きっと。
Where did you lose it? If we look, I'm sure we'll find it. The two of us searched every last inch of the room, me and with a wounded foot, but we came up empty-handed.
幸子ちゃん、お姉ちゃんはどうすればいいかな？
Sachiko, is there anything your big sister can do for you? The entire time we searched, Sachiko hadn't said a word. I was hoping invoking our sisterly bond might help cheer her up.
髪が目に入って痛い。その髪飾り、ちょうだい。
Hair keeps getting in my eyes and it hurts. Give me that thing you're wearing. She raised her hand slowly and pointed at my headband.
これは、ごめんね。これはあげられないの。
That's, I'm sorry, but that's the one thing I can't give away. As soon as I refused, Sachiko let out a faint, otherworldly groan. I don't hear it, but okay. In the next moment, her face distorted and changed. She no longer looked like an innocent little girl. She looked well and truly like a demon now.
幸子ちゃん？
Sachiko?
よこせ。
Give it to me.
よこせ。
Give it to me. The look in her eyes alone sent chills down my spine. These were the eyes of someone who meant me harm, and that was perfectly capable of inflicting it.
どうしよう。
What do I do? Give her the headband? One sec. I'm gonna stand firm. Sachiko was continuing to groan under her breath. Fearing what she might be capable of, I desperately tried to console her.
幸子ちゃん、聞いて、幸子ちゃん。
Sachiko, please, I want you to listen.
これはお母さんに買ってもらったばかりの大事なものなの。だから。
This is something my mom just bought for me, and it's a very important reminder of her. That's why I can't give it to you.
お母さん？
Your mom? Somehow or another, that seemed to quell her anger. Her facial expression snapped back into one of this gentle, kind girl I'd been talking to all this time.
そうなの。だからあげられなくて。ごめんね。
That's right, I'm really sorry, but I have to turn you down on this one.
お母さんからの？
That's from your mom? She was oddly receptive to this explanation, and even seemed fascinated by it. Maybe I'd caused her to remember something about her own mother. She was a little girl after all, so her mom was probably really dear to her in life.
お母さん。お母さん。
Mom. She looked like she was on the verge of tears again. I was beginning to feel bad that I'd even broached the subject.
ごめんね。
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. She still seemed a bit sad, but she nodded. Maybe she understood that I wouldn't give her my headband, and maybe she was okay with it. Okay, where do I go now? I've been everywhere. What do you want me to do? Back to the body pool, maybe? It's the only thing I can think of that we haven't gone back to, because we went back to the deck, then we went back to the bathroom, we can go back to the body pool, so maybe go back to the body pool now? Pardon me.
ねえ、幸子ちゃん。
Hey, Sachiko?
幸子ちゃん。ねえ、幸子ちゃん。
Sachiko? Hey, Sachiko! She wasn't even looking at me anymore. I must have really upset her.
あのね、幸子ちゃん。
Listen, Sachiko.
カチューシャはあげられないけど、他のものならいいよ。
I can't give you my headband, but I can give you something else. Anything you want.
他のもの？
Something else?
私にできることなんて少ないけど。
There's not a lot I can do, but if I can make you feel more at ease, I'd be glad to help.
他のもの。
Something else.
じゃあ、ここ。
Alright, then let's go in here.
ここは。
But this room is...
入りたくない。
I really don't want to go back in there.
あ、幸子ちゃん。
Sachiko!
Without a moment's hesitation, Sachiko just opened the door and walked right in. I didn't even have an opportunity to stop her.
どうしよう。
What do I do now?
The first thing I noticed when I entered the room was Sachiko's form sprawled out on the ground at the foot of the body pool. She was twitching a bit and moaning again, but this time it sounded more like a moan of pain than of anger.
幸子ちゃん？幸子ちゃん、大丈夫？幸子ちゃん。
Sachiko, are you alright? Sachiko!
I stepped over her and turned around so as to put the decaying bodies behind my back and out of my sight, and then started shaking her. I felt like I absolutely needed to snap her out of whatever this was before something terrible happened.
お姉ちゃん。
Big sis.
よかった。気がつ。
Thank goodness you're well!
I could feel her tiny cold hands on my abdomen through the thin cloth of my skirt. She was pushing me backwards with tremendous force.
触るな。
Don't touch me! I lost my balance almost instantly and toppled over. It somehow felt like my fall occurred in slow motion, and the walls and ceiling of the room grew more and more distant, but it happened gradually. Then I felt the murky liquid on my back and heard the splash. I was in the pool of bodies. It's gross. Because I'd fallen backwards, it took me far too long to regain my bearings. I was submerged in that horrible tainted water, close to drowning. I finally broke through the surface, dodging the many dislodged eyeballs that were floating in it like peas in chicken soup. Each one wrapped in dull red bulging veins. I didn't even want to think about what was in all the water I'd swallowed. Unfortunately, much of it was still on my tongue, and my mouth was filled with tiny bits and pieces of other human beings. The taste was overpowering. I was gagging and belching so hard it felt like I was going to regurgitate all my internal organs. I tried to scream, but I could barely get any sound past the foul, lumpy stew in my mouth.
お姉ちゃん、汚い。
Big sis, you're disgusting.
やだ。ゲロ吐いてる。
So gross. So junky.
I was losing consciousness fast, and I remember silently praying, silently hoping that this was all just a dream. As the world faded around me, I just kept focusing on that one last wish. Please, let me wake up in my bed.
お姉ちゃん、捕まって。
Big sis, here!
幸子ちゃん。
I had no other choice. I grabbed Sachiko's outstretched arm and more up like again at her strength as she effortlessly pulled me out of the water. My entire body from head to toe was covered in sticky, goopy chunks of unidentifiable human flesh from countless different people.
お姉ちゃん、頭にも何かついてるよ。
Big sis, you've got something on your head.
何か
Something? Slowly, hesitantly, I raised my hand to my head to feel around and determine what this something might be. I wasn't looking forward to the answer. What I felt was a huge clump of matter stuck to my hair, and just touching it lightly caused some of it to stick to my hand as well. It was a massive ball of fingers and toes.
やだ
Disgusting.
ー。お姉ちゃん、まだついてるよ。
Pig sis, there's still lots more on you. The severed digits were all so sticky and slimy that they'd gotten completely wrapped up in my hair like rollers. They weren't coming out easily.
"落ち着いてお姉ちゃん。
Calm down, big sis.
お姉ちゃん
Big sis. I must have passed out. When I came to, I was lying on the ground with Sachiko looking over me.
お姉ちゃん、ごめんなさい。
Big sis, I'm sorry. She was on the verge of tears again. But wasn't that her voice I heard giggling at me? If not, then whose was it?
気のせいだったのかな。
Was I just hearing things? That had to be it. This sweet little girl couldn't possibly have been that twisted.
うん、大丈夫だよ。
No, it's okay. I didn't care how filthy I was as long as Sachiko was all right. That was all that mattered. Yes, she was my little sister now, after all. I had to take care of her. I had to look after her.
お姉ちゃん遅いよ。
Big sis, you're so slow.
待って、幸子ちゃん。
Uh-huh. Wait for me, please, Sachiko.
どうしちゃったんだろう。足が重い。
What's wrong with me? My legs feel so heavy. Somehow Sachiko had wound up in the lead, and I was following her blindly, struggling to keep up with her blistering pace.
お姉ちゃん、汚い。もっと離れてよ。
Big sis, you're all gross. Keep away from me. I looked down at my uniform. Sure enough, it was soaked through with the blood of those poor victims in the body pool. It smelled really awful.
そうだよね。ごめんね。
You're right. I am gross. I'm sorry. I didn't recall saying that, or even trying to say that. It's like my mouth was moving on its own, speaking someone else's thoughts.
お姉ちゃんってほんとのろまだよね。
Big sis, you sure are an idiot, you know that?
うん、ほんとだね。
Yeah, I sure am. If this was how she was going to treat me, then why was I being so nice to her? Why was I doing whatever she asked of me? It was bothering me, and yet
It wasn't. I honestly didn't care anymore. I was content to just follow this abusive little girl to the ends of the earth. How long had I been walking, I wondered.
幸子ちゃん、まだ歩くの？
Sachiko, are you still okay to walk? I was following Sachiko despite myself. I had no idea how much time had passed, but it felt like an eternity. And she completely stopped answering any of my questions.
もういいや。
I guess that's enough. She came to a halt.
どうしたの？幸子ちゃん。
What's wrong, Sachiko? She turned and looked at me with wide, innocent eyes.
幸子ね、欲しいものがあるの。
There's something Sachiko wants you to give her.
何？
What is it? What was it going to be this time? I honestly didn't want to know, but the question came out of my mouth anyway, and so did this.
幸子ちゃんになら何でもあげるよ。
Whatever it is you want, Sachiko, you can have it, just for you.
じゃあ次はね。
Well, in that case...
命をちょうだい。
Can I have your life?
命？
My life? Somehow, some part of me knew this was coming. It was only a matter of time.
それはダメし
I can't give you... Once again, I couldn't seem to control the words coming out of my mouth. It just said whatever it wanted to say, regardless of how I felt.
私の命あげるの？
You may have my life. She was laughing again. It was wild, crazy laughter. She was ecstatic.
ダメ
No! No!
どうして？何でもくれるんだよね。
Why not? You said you'd give me anything I wanted.
お姉ちゃんだもん。
Because you're my big sister, right? Sachiko smiled and seemed to twinkle in the dull light of the corridor. She had the face of an angel. But it was all just a mask.
怖い。やだよ。
I'm scared. No, please. I mustered all the strength I had, determined with whatever life was left of me to denounce her words and resist her pull. There was no hope for me anymore, but I still clung to what I could. If I could just reject her statement and tell her that she was wrong.
いや、ダメ。
No! Please, no!
は？冗談はやめて。ね。
Please don't joke about things like that, okay?
早くお兄ちゃんを探そう。
Let's just hurry and find my big brother.
お兄ちゃんならきっと何とかしてくれるからね。
Big brother will be able to help us somehow. I know he will.
だからお兄ちゃんを。
So let's just keep searching.
お兄ちゃん？
Your big brother?
そうだよ。私はお兄ちゃんみたいになれないけど頑張るから。
That's right. I'll never be like Big Brother, but I'll try my best.
お兄ちゃんってうるさいんだよ。
Big Brother this, Big Brother that. God, you're annoying.
よこせ。
Just give it to me.
殺してくびり殺してやる。
Kill you, or I'll make you wrap those hands around your neck and die.
早く死ねー。
Just die already.
幸子ちゃん？
Big My body shook and spasmed uncontrollably. I was being overtaken by an invisible force. It was compelling me to speak, to say things that would be my very last words on this earth. A suicide note, when you get right down to it.
しょうがないな。いいよ。
I guess there's nothing I can do. Okay,
あげる。
I'll give it to you.
私の命。幸子ちゃんに
I'll give my life to you, Sachiko.
あげる。
It's all yours. It was instantaneous. With one single blow, my skull was cracked wide open and blood splattered far and wide. I could feel blood trickling out from my nostrils and my right ear. My brain was jutting out from inside my head, fully exposed to the air, but I was still conscious. I could still feel everything. I saw a bright flash of light and realized she'd taken my picture, with that instant camera she'd been holding on to.
綺麗な写真が撮れた。
What a pretty picture this is!
いやしい女。
I'll title it Lowly Woman. Sachiko was such a cute little girl before, but now her face was twisted into a hateful, spiteful grimace as she looked down on me in contempt.
そうだ。これお兄ちゃんに見せてあげよう。
I know. How about I show this to Big Brother?
何でもくれるって言ったでしょ。
You told me I could have anything I wanted, right?
もう、私のお兄ちゃん。
Well, he's my big brother now. Did I get a wrong end? Sachiko began petting my sticky, matted head with her coarse, sticky hands in a mockery of my previous gentleness with her.
汚い顔。本当はこれを取り上げるのが目的だったんだよね。
What a filthy face. Getting this was my goal all along, you know. My scrap of paper? From the charm?
お姉ちゃんとはまた遊びたいから、ファクトにはしないであげる。
I want to play with you again, Big Sis, so I'll spare you from your fate for now.
また遊ぼうね、ゆかお姉ちゃん。
Let's do this again real soon, Big Sister Yuka. Okay, so I don't think that was the wrong end then. Yuka canonically died in that one. 6 Mire, nay, an alternate need for sale scenario. Okay. Okay. That was that. Chapter 6 cleared. Chapter 7 Tooth is now available. Eri Kitamura Soulful Testimony unlocked a bonus menu.